To Sumeru, our next objective should be to head to Sumeru. And speaking of Lesser Lord Kusanali, even though we haven't heard too much about her, she doesn't seem to be the same deity who abducted your brother. But even so, people call Sumeru the Nation of Wisdom, you know. If we can get it, but Paimon doesn't know the way to Sumeru City, even if we can't see exactly. Wait a second! Look! Perfect timing! Now we can just ask for directions rather than one. Hey there! Wait, huh? Did they not hear Paimon? Hey! You over there! Could you give us some directions?
Huh?
What's going on here? There's no way she could have missed that. Well, even when we get the chance, Come on, let's follow her. Just keep quiet. Make sure she doesn't notice us. To a village or something. But look, she's sitting over there. What should we do now? All right then. It's not like we have anyone else we can... Oh, it's coming from that sensor over there. Huh? What's the matter? You don't look too good. What? Is this...
Yes, you can relax. Believe me, Master is extremely knowledgeable. If he says that she's going to be alright, then there's absolutely nothing to worry. Oh, are you awake now?
Oh, thank goodness! Traveler, you're finally awake! Well, we're at...
This is Gandharvaville. It was originally built by scholars from Sumeru as a place. My name is Kale. I'm a trainee forest ranger. My master and I found you passed out during our Oh, no things are necessary. I didn't do anything, really. By the way, how are you feeling now? Any discomfort? Oh, that's Master's herbal medicine you're tasting. Before I forget, Master mentioned you should...
Kale, what's the matter? Were you trying to retrieve the medicine? As I've already told you... Now, the guide to Avidya Forest's edible fungi is clearly posted on our bulletin board. But if Farbode forgets...
Right? This is the second time he's come down with food poisoning this month.
Yes, please do. If, on the off chance, Farbode simply enjoys having little imaginary fairies dance before his eyes, then we'll just let him be. So, how are you doing? Feeling...
Oh, this is my master, Forest Watcher Tainari.
I already informed Paimon about the reason you fell unconscious earlier. It is common practice for Sumeru scholars of certain darshans to dedicate themselves to in hopes of asking directions. You two followed a scholar named Hypatia into her cave. That incense typically has no effect on most people. But for a very select few, it can have profound effects on one's cognition. As you experienced, very good. Now, answer me this. Did you feel anything after passing out? Say, any out-of-body experiences? Or did you see anything while unconscious? Kale, let the others know to stop bringing their patrol logs here for now.
Huh? Why?
Because these two will be staying here for the next few days. They can have my room.
Yes, Master Tainari.
Wait.
Sure, let me fill you in. I originally planned to send you on your way once you finished your medicine. However,
Further observation?
no need to be hasty, as long as you have the capacity to judge based on what you saw after smelling the incense and losing consciousness. If you're skeptical, have a whiff of this.
Whoa, are you okay?
You're experiencing a similar sensation, so even though your condition is stable as of now, if I were to haphazardly let you leave the rainforest for now, I suggest you continue. Good. Now continue resting while I fire up another bowl of medicine for you.
Seriously? But just Paimon knows we're set on meeting Lesser Lord Kusanali as, hey! Are you even listening to Paimon? Paimon's over... What's weird? You mean how you're feeling now? You mean the vision of tree roots and red skies you saw? But if those weren't hallucinations, what could they be? Well, if he misjudged your condition, then there's a chance you... Huh? You mean that... Oh, well, but it seems like asking Tainari might not be an option anymore. What do you think we should... Good idea. Kale's pretty friendly. We can ask her tomorrow about what she knows regarding the Dendro Archon and customs in Sumeru. Rise and shine! Come on, it's time to go find Kale!
All right, next let's see your right hand, but please remember that you...
Yes, I will.
Look, Kale, today's patrol will be a long one, so you...
But I have a vision too!
Don't talk like that, Kale. This is not something... Ah, there you are. Feeling any better?
Yeah, since we'll be staying here for now.
Seems you're not the type to sit back and take it easy for a while, huh? And if you're feeling up to it, you can be responsible for cleaning the statue of the...
Tainari, we're ready to head out.
Roger, I'll be right there. All right.
Yes, you can...
So, Kale, Tainari mentioned cleaning the statue just now, but...
Well, a forest ranger's responsibilities, they handle a variety of tasks, like checking the condition of out. As for Master, well, today we can perform routine checks on the pathway. Paimon, Traveler, this way! You can leave the task of checking the lamps to me. In the meantime, you two can keep an eye out for anything unusual.
Total of 5 dust birds.
Nothing wrong with these 2 lamps. Let's move to the next ones. Oh, this lamp seems to be getting a little wobbly. Let me make a note of it. No problems with this lamp. Good. The statue of the 7 is up on top of that large rock formation. You must have seen it when you came down this road before. It's pretty high up there, isn't it? Don't worry. If you're afraid you can't make it up there, I'm sure Master wouldn't mind if you don't clean the statue. Oh? I guess I'll leave it up to you then. There's...
Paimon will fly up with you and help you with those hard-to-reach areas. By the way, Kale...
that depends. Are you referring to Greater Lord Rukkhadevata or Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Huh? Greater Lord Rukkhadevata? Oh, is that the...
Greater Lord Rukkhadevata was Sumeru's first Dendro Archon. She created the rainforest as well as the wall of Samiel around the desert. Her works provided a means of peaceful living for everyone. To the people of Sumeru, she's not only a symbol of wisdom, but also of power and kindness. According to what Master has told me, the sages later found the newly born Dendro Archon and whisked her back to Sumeru. To celebrate the reinstatement of their lost deity, the sages dubbed her Lesser Lord Kusanali and let her reside in the sanctuary of Sarastana.
Then what?
Well, and then...
Huh? You're not too sure? But aren't you from Sumeru?
Yeah, I'm from Sumeru.
Maybe it's difficult to discuss this topic with strangers. If that's the case, then don't worry.
No, it's not that. I'm not trying to hide something from you. Besides, I don't consider you two strangers. Anyway, you two know Amber, right?
Wait, Amber? You mean...
Yes, that's her. I once lived in Mondstadt for a while, and she helped me a lot during that time. You could even say that she helped me become a new person. There's no one like Amber. She lives life to the fullest while always adhering to her strong sense of justice. She's ready to answer the call for action at any moment, but is also very, if you ask me, she's a prime example of a true outrider. She's the first person anyone coming to Mondstadt will meet. You can't help but be enthralled by her charm and enthusiasm, causing you to fall in love. Sorry.
Paimon thought the work of Outriders was a little different from what you just described, but one thing's for sure.
Sorry. I was rambling on just now. It must have sounded kind of weird.
It's all right, Kale. So, how do you know that we've met Amber?
Well, after I returned to Sumeru, Amber and I have... In one letter, she mentioned that Mondstadt was attacked by a fearsome dragon, but the city was saved by a mysterious blonde traveler and their floating companion. I knew you two were the ones she mentioned in the letter the moment I saw you.
So that's how...
Yep, so please know that you two have... I wish I could tell you more about the Dendro Archon, but I have been away from Sumeru.
That's all right. You've already helped us a lot. We had never even heard of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata or the Sanctuary of Sarastana until you mentioned them.
Oh, I'm happy that was helpful. There is one thing I want to ask, though. Why do you So that's why you're here. Thank you for telling me your story.
Don't mention it. We are friends after all, right? All right.
You both have my thanks. While you two are up there cleaning, I'll go ahead and inspect the forest canopy. Let's meet back here.
Now that Paimon looks at it, the deity that's carved on the statue is kinda small. Do you think she's supposed to be Greater Lord Rukkhadevata or Lesser Lord Kusanali? The name does seem to fit this. Well, anyway, we'll have to fit. Let's get started on cleaning the statue. Nice work! That's one clean statue. Let's head down and meet up with Kale.
Tired after all that climbing.
Yay! Food! What kind of goodies did you bring? Hey! Don't be a party pooper! It's not like Kale is a stranger or anything. Besides, the best—
I prepared a nice portable dish that forest rangers like to eat called pita pockets. I hope you'll like them. No, not to worry. I wrapped a few layers of oiled paper around each pita. They should be fine.
Oh, whew. Those pitas are amazing! You're quite the cook, Kale. Thank goodness you wrapped—
Since you liked it so much, I'll be sure to give you a copy of the recipe sometime. I'll even include all my personal cooking pointers, so you'll be making your own pita pockets in no time.
Yay! Thanks! Oh! So, Kale, Paimon knocks stuff over all the time flying around the Traveler, but she's never said anything—
No, you've got the wrong idea about Master. Sure, he may seem a bit harsh at first, but with some time, you'll see that he's actually very kind-hearted. I've heard the veteran rangers say that Master is from some ancient and mysterious— Oh, by the way, you've heard of the Academia, right? Well, anyway, because Master does a lot of research on plants, but Master declines their offers every time, saying, Sumeru City is too— Seems your Master could obviously have a bright future in the Academia, but he insists— In fact—
Really? Oh, speaking of Tainari, he was the one who took care of you after finding you passed out yesterday. He even carried you all. Paimon's still kinda upset, though. He kept scolding Paimon the entire—
Oh no, I'm sorry. Master might have been overreacting a little, but it's mostly because Paimon wouldn't stop yelling.
Hey! Don't! Hey! Now even Kale's— Kale, are you okay? What's the matter?
No, I'm... I'm fine. Oh, well, let's get...
Huh? What was up with Kale just now? And why is she in such a hurry?
Ah, Traveler. You've returned.
Yep, we're back!
Oh, Kale?
Oh, okay. Paimon was thinking all night about what happened with Kale, and still can't figure out what the problem might be. Maybe she's in a better mood now. Look.
Ah, it's you two. I was just about...
Huh? Tainari, what are you doing here?
I came to check on Kale's condition.
You mean she's sick? How could she be?
No need to worry. Something as small as you could never harm her. Kale has been more excited than usual since you two arrived. I suppose it's...
So, Tainari, what?
Let's take this conversation. All right, let's continue our conversation here, shall we? To be honest, I hadn't realized that you're that honorary knight from Mondstadt until Kale told me just now. I've also heard all about your deeds in Liyue and Inazuma. So, just to clarify, what I'm about to tell you about Kale is not because of who you are or your... Well, because, and honestly speaking, I was against Kale revealing her past, but...
So, Tainari, what exactly is...
Right. Ever since she was a child, she's been
Elazar?
Yes, it's a disease unique to the lands of Sumeru. At first, the afflicted may only feel mild numbness on the affected area of the skin. However, in its final stages, the disease strips a person...
That sounds terrifying. Wait, hold on. So when Kale seemed to be
Correct. That would be the effects of Elazar, which is precisely why I do not want her carry... With appropriate treatment, the disease can be effectively controlled before... Nevertheless, Kale's mother still hoped that there was something out there. She handed Kale over to an
What? The fatigue?
Ah, it appears you are already familiar with them. That'll save me some Anyway, the person who eventually rescued Kale and brought her to me for care said that she had been... I have no idea how this doctor managed to do it, but her... However, Kale's days with the Fatui were... Kale is a resilient individual and always tries to appear cheerful.
Oh, Paimon...
Oh, by the way, Paimon, Kale wanted me to tell you that she's sorry for scaring you yesterday.
She doesn't need to apologize.
Well said. I hope you'll get a chance to tell... Kale once thought that it would be impossible for her to have any real friendships. I trust that you two will never let my trainee
Don't worry, Tainari. We'll take good...
Well, it's not too serious at this point. She overexerted herself the last couple... Though, I must admit that Kale's condition was much... She was interested in the work of the forest rangers. Her stamina has gotten much worse. All right. Now that I've told you about...
Yeah, we'd like to do...
All right. But I must warn you two. The rainforest is a dangerous place.
No problem.
Let's go then. We'll be looking for a plant known as Nilot Pop...
Hey, Tainari? Where exactly are we going to find this plant?
Nilote pala lotuses can be found all over the rainforest, but it often grows right here around Gandharvaville.
Given the name, it sounds like we should be looking for it in the water.
You are correct. Nilote pala lotus grows in the water. When fully matured, they look like giant blue flowers floating on the water's surface. Quite an attractive species, if you ask me. The large petals are actually the plant's leaves and sepals, which surround a very small flower. You should note that many of the plants found in Sumeru have names that are contrary to their species. Take the Kalpalata, for example. The plant is not a lotus at all, but rather a vine. And then there's the Sumeru rose, which is not a rose, completely contrary to its name.
Oh, okay then. New to Paimon. Never bring up the topic of flowers with Tainari.
Perhaps whoever left these behind was also fulfilling.
There should be Nilote pala lotuses. If you could manage together, we'll rendezvous here once you've...
All right, we've gathered enough Nilote pala lotuses. Let's head back to meet Tainari. Hey, Tainari! We found the lotus.
Let me take a look. I'm quite glad you two came along. Your exploration experience helped save me a
Hey, Tainari!
Oh, Tainari! Someone.
Ah, yes, that's Amir and the others. But let's go find out what's going on.
We're way behind schedule.
Tainari, thank goodness we found you here. We were just about to head back and find you.
What's going on?
We just discovered a withering zone.
The withering is back? But the patrol route you were on should have been already clear just a week ago. It reappeared so quick. Can you tell me the exact...
It's up ahead, deep in the river valley. It's appeared in a spot that blocks nearly the entire...
And the radius of the contamination?
Sorry, I couldn't get a...
No one in our patrol team had a vision, and it appeared to still be spreading. So we didn't
Okay, I understand.
Wait, Tainari! Why don't you let.
You two have only just arrived in Sumeru. You're still on... There's a unique type of anomaly that occurs in the Sumeru rainforest. It's called... The affected areas not only cause nearby vegetation to wither, but it's also lethal to wildlife and even people.
Yes, Amir is absolutely right. I wasn't kidding. As Amir said, only someone with a vision, that is, the power to manipulate elements, will be able to resist.
That's right. If any of the forest rangers without a vision come across a withering zone, only someone with a vision can venture within a withering zone. But you don't seem to carry a vision.
Don't worry, she may not have a vision, but she's a real
It seems the rumors about you are true. In that case, all right, we typically only teach visitors how to identify the withering as they're about to leave Gandharvaville. Stop. Don't move any further. Look there in the distance.
Huh? Where? Oh, look! Oh, Paimon.
That is the withering. All right, traveler. We're going to have to enter that withering zone. Thank you, but I must warn you. Even with elemental powers, once you step inside the withering zone, you may experience extreme discomfort. You ready then? Let's go. First, we must locate any branches sustaining the withering zone. Great work. Now that all the branches have been cleared, we'll need to take care of the tumor.
Lament! Worthless! Worthless! Here!
Now, destroy the tumor of the withering! Yes, thanks to you two.
Tainari? You make it...
It's that obvious, huh? Recently, the rate at which the withering zone appears has been increasing. If that simply meant more work for me, then, for instance, even though we cleared out the withering zone, many of the plants that were affected will not recover. This presents a crisis for the ecosystem itself. Many plants in the rainforest are, and most disturbingly...
Huh?
I'm still not sure of the exact reason. However, no, none that we know of. The withering has been recorded in Sumeru for millennia. By the way, have you heard of Irminsul before? Irminsul is a tree located deep beneath the surface, although it isn't like any tree we know in a biological sense. I'm sure you've heard of ley lines, right? They're like the roots of Irminsul, spreading. Ley lines continually the dendro-arc, and as for the withering, its emergence is related to a disease that's right. My ancestors learned of this from Greater Lord Rukadevata's familiars. I'm afraid we rangers will be bad. All right, that's enough on this topic.
Oh, Tainari, you all made it back.
The withering zone you reported has been taken care of. Huh. Wait, is that? Oh no, Hypatia! Duskbird is Hypatia's designated courier for urgent news.
Oh, her?
Let me see what's written in the letter.
So what's it say? And what's with that weird expression on your face? Huh?
Yes, allow me to explain. After she must have just finished. It's been nearly 3 days since she's had anything to eat, and it appears she's forgotten to prepare.
What? You mean she's...
Well, obviously because this has happened before. Last time, needless to say, Hypatia's been through. I've got some.
Wait, you want us to bring her the rations? But will the
Let's find out. Here, traveler, take a. So, how do you feel?
Huh? Really? But wait, how'd you know that?
Back when we were clearing the withering zone, I observed that she could adeptly manipulate the dendro element. And if I may ask, when I was telling you two about Irminsol's ley lines, was what I described similar at all to what? That's correct. Those weren't hallucinations at all. Though I don't, because what you saw is of significant importance. My forefathers were shown much favor by Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. We took an oath to protect this nation Now, after seeing you in action with my own eyes, when you passed out, your consciousness had connected directly with Irminsol. I could try to tell you more, but it would be better if you went to ask Hypatia instead.
That sounds nice and all, but will...
That was because when you ran into her, she was in a special phase of her training. Please, wait here for a... Here, take these. It's a meal I packed for Hypatia, as well as some other ingredients. I'm sure it'll come in handy. Also, here's a letter that I would like you to give to her. No.
Just what will we come across? I will protect you.
Hypatia should still be in the cave. Let's go inside and see how she's doing. Hello? Hypatia? Maybe she went out to look for some food. Let's try looking around the area. There's no way we can get her to eat. Huh? Huh? What happened? And where are... Really? Oh. Huge! Paimon knew there's something off about that cave. Let's think of a way to have a... Huh? What happened just now? Why'd everything around us suddenly change?
Boring! Useless!
I must leave no...
Evil conquering! Worthless! Useless!
Access denied. Next on the agenda. Leave it up to...
Let's light it up!
We're way behind schedule.
What in Tibet is going on here? This place is getting weirder by the minute. Hey, what's the matter? You don't look so good.
Teamwork is strength! Disappear! Worthless! Worthless! Here! Worthless! Worthless!
Access denied. This is long overdue. I must leave no stone.
Why can't we beat this guy? Oh, Paimon doesn't get it! We've faced others like him before!
Traveler, though you may have managed to avert countless crises before, your good fortune was bound to end sooner or later. It's time you realize how weak and powerless you really are. Your brother... His Highness has long since forsaken you. Your meager existence, the bonds of love and family which drive you to find your sibling are utterly gone. Your journey is meaningless. But don't you fret now. Today will...
What do we do? Oh, there she is! Quick! Well, the good news is that she's still conscious. Hey, why'd you drop her food on the anyways. Whoa, wait a sec. Look at all this fruit lying around.
Who is there? Tighnari, is that you? Huh?
It's okay. You can relax.
I see. So, you're friends of Tighnari. I apologize for all the trouble I've caused. I'm grateful that you came so quickly to save me.
Well, actually, we were kind of wondering about that, actually. When we found you here...
Oh, real... I seem to understand.
Your neighbor? You mean there's someone else living...
Oh? So...
second, Traveler.
No, I actually do believe what the Traveler is saying. You needn't worry. They mean you no harm. They only dragged you.
So, Hypatia...
I'm not sure what it's called, to be honest. I know this because the first time I saw them was also the exact day my consciousness was able to form a Even after I opened my eyes and at that very moment, in my curiosity, I began to walk over to the creature. They must have already been used to me. It wasn't until I crouched down next to them.
Oh! And then...
And then I was convinced. I feel like they aren't as afraid of me as the first time I approached them. But I never would have... Yes, no doubt.
Well, if somebody hadn't dropped the food earlier... Alright, we're up!
Sounds good. I've never tried any dishes from other nations before. Are you already finished cooking?
We're way behind schedule.
Let's use the empty box that Tainari gave us and... Oh, it smells up...
Are you already finished cooking? Everything was in Tainari's letter. It's still hard to believe you were able to connect. It took me nearly 3 years before I could do so. You should know that some researchers spent their entire lives without...
So why does this incense allow people to connect?
The ingredients used to make spirit-born ale primarily consist of plants created by Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. These special ingredients are conducive since the root of the Dendro Archon's power lies naturally. Anyone who can establish a connection...
Makes sense. But Paimon's gonna quit.
That was primarily due to her body's unique constitution. Stimulated by the incense, she could perceive the Dendro Archon's power. Taking in any sense similar to the ingredients of Spirit-born ale would... Not to worry, though. Technically, your body should still be sensitive to the powers of the Dendro Archon. But
Well, that...
I must admit, I am quite envious of your abilities. Even if it meant suffering from pounding headaches for the rest of my life...
Whoa! You really...
I am a researcher as a member of the Ritaoist Darshan at the Academia. My main area of research is the stars and their... Which is why I must turn to the... If only my perception was... I am currently in the stage of training. Sages have said that that's why we meditate alone.
Whoa! So knowledge from Irminsul can be...
Of course I do. Especially how... I've been feeling being able to see them. But what's strangest of all is that they're clearly an on...
What's so strange?
Well... Yes... Well, to an extent. The sages say that wisdom implies rationality. But that which occurs in dreams is often neither rational nor logical. Yes, if one struggles with the... I was born into... I studied hard. Then, the day I put back...
So, do you have any...
If you two are ever in need, there's no need to be...
Now that we know Hypatia is alright, and
Think about it, Tainari. Refusing to join is tantamount to burying your head in this. I understand that you're a forest watcher, and that it's your duty to combat the effects of withering zones. As Sage Kage clearly stated, your presence and guidance in Sumeru City is pivotal in finding a cure.
Keep your emotions in check, Gulam. Let's at least listen to Tainari's reason for declining.
Sage Kage, I am truly honored. I am merely a forest watcher. How could I not have someone like me?
Well, it turns out that your refusal letter had some implications on your master's reputation.
I see. Huh. And I figured that given his temper...
Tainari, your master is an integral part...
And what exactly does my
You'll know once you...
And how long will I be
there's no...
Do you mean to tell me that despite coming all the way here to... If that's the case, then I'm afraid I...
Tainari, but you...
So be it. Come, Gulam, we're leaving.
Tainari, what?
It's nothing. Some people from the academia wanted me to go to Sumeru City, but all that can wait. How did things go with her?
It was quite the eventful trip, but the main...
Very good. Now that the traveler has made a full recovery, there shouldn't be any reason...
That's right!
Sorry. I'm afraid I don't...
Well, do you at least know anyone we can try...
Let me think. My trips to Sumeru... How about this? I'll write you a letter also when you...
Oh?
It's called an Akasha term. Needless to say...
Great! Next up, Sumeru City. That's right! Tainari, we have some...
Yes, she's doing much. She knew you two would be...
Thanks, Tainari.
Farewell.
Useless.
I've been waiting. Well...
Thanks for waiting here just to see us off, Kale.
Don't worry about me. And, but I guess now I understand that
There's no need to apologize. We're probably still gonna worry about your condition.
Thank you. That means a lot.
Oh?
It's my recipe for pita pockets.
Yay!
I hope that whenever you eat them, you'll both remember. Well then, I, trainee forest ranger...
One moment, please, you two. It appears this is your first time visiting Sumeru City.
Oh, yeah, that...
Because there's currently no information on either of you in the Akasha. But no need to worry, that won't prevent you from entering the city. In fact, perhaps you two have heard of the Akasha before. It's our beloved... After centuries of tireless research on the... As long as you are within Sumeru's borders, you may use an Akasha terminal to connect directly to the Akasha and access any knowledge... I should mention that due to technical limitations, the
Oh, so this is the thing that Tainari was telling us about.
You two are quite fortunate. Until recently, it was standard practice to only issue Akasha terminals to... Here are your Akasha terminals. To activate it, simply hold it in your hand and say the following phrase.
Oh, says this little doodad lets you access knowledge. May the mighty god Whoa! Just now, something clicked, and Paimon suddenly knew how to use this thing! It seems all we need to do is...
Exactly. That, and with that, let me officially welcome you both to Sumeru City. May the wisdom of the Dendro Archon always be your guide.
Okay, now that we're in... Okay, next, let's concentrate... Oh, come on! Paimon's brain is exhausted. Oh, smart idea! But what are you going to ask it? You too? Uh-oh. Huh. Could it be because... he's from some... Let's see. Tanari wrote an address on the letter's envelope. Oh, it's... Hello, are you Rohawi?
Yes, that's me.
Great! You see, Tanari sent us...
What? Tainari? Please, there's no need to say anything, really. Sure, I admit that the article I published last month wasn't my best...
Here, this is a letter...
Oh, let me see. Seems even Tainari acknowledges my innate ability for procuring information.
We want to meet with Lesser Lord Kusanagi.
You mean you want to meet the Dendro Archon herself? This isn't exact... Sorry, the
What? You too? But what about your...
Well, as I said, this isn't my area of expertise. All I know is that ever since Lesser Lord Kusanagi returned to some...
Huh.
The Dendro Archon is somewhat of a recluse.
but...
No need to worry just yet. I'm only hype. And besides, you two should consider the bright side of things. In this world, there will always be information you cannot obtain from the Akasha. Take me, for example. It's... Don't mention it. If you two ever want information... Hey, come on! This is a survival...
So what do we do now? Even if we... Huh? Like who? Oh, you're right!
Once again. Useless!
Ad Astra Abyssosk.
Catherine, we need your help.
Understood. The Adventurers Guild is all...
We want to meet with Lesser Lord Kusanagi.
You two wish to meet with Sumeru's Archon. I apologize, but I am unable to call up any relevant info... Please, do not worry. I may know of someone in Sumeru. The Adventurers Guild, they take on various contracts and an Eremite Brigade...
Corps of Third?
Supposedly. They're Asphalt, and if you'd like to get in contact with him, you're welcome. I wish you two the best of...
All right, off to the Citadel of Razor we go!
Welcome. The Adventurers Guild told me to expect you two.
It's nice to meet you, Asfand. We'd like to ask you about something.
I see. So, Catherine's the one who sent you this way. Ha! It's true that the Eremites network is
Wait, seriously?
Afraid so. We originally came from the desert. It isn't just us, though. Have you...
Oh? Why?
Just take the Academia, for example. They're the ones who truly rule Sumeru in their eyes. She was the one who founded Sumeru and gifted us with the Akasha. Lesser Lord Kusanali just happened to inherit her legacy. Because of the Academia's influence, most citizens are more familiar with Greater Lord Rukkhadevada and hold her in greater esteem. Not to mention that Lesser Lord Kusanali never makes an appearance, and the Academia never announces anything about her. As far as the people of Sumeru are concerned, she's just a god that exists. And that's all.
Really? Aw.
Ha! But who knows?
All right. Seems Asfand was right about most people's attitudes here. Not only are they not interested in the Dendro Archon, they even say stuff like, if the Akasha doesn't think I should know, then I don't need to know about it. We've been asking for information non-stop ever since we got to Sumeru. But the harder we try, the more helpless everything seems. Isn't there at least one person in this entire city who cares about
you two are interested in Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Huh?
From the sound of it, you two are Outlanders who recently arrived here. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to introduce...
Whoa, really?
I'm afraid I can't help you with that. But your conversation earlier, sure. It goes like this. Long, long ago, panicked by what he heard, the man sought out the Dendro. The man journeyed across deserts and through rainfall. In despair, he thought, alas, the Ark...
Okay.
And then, the calamity came. But to his own surprise, at that moment, a bird perched upon his shoulder. This bird was, in fact, O Archon Seeker. Do you now understand? Along your journey, we were in every flower.
Yeah, thanks for...
in a way, it seems like...
Dunyarzad, since you worship Lesser Lord Kusanali...
Of course. I'm terribly sorry.
Hey, wait! What the heck just happened? It looks like they're searching for... This stinks! We finally managed to find a lead about Lesser Lord Kusanali! We can't let them get in the way now! Let's see if we can get rid of them. Then we can catch up with Dunyarzad!
Hey, have you two seen a brown-haired girl wearing a purple top and a long blue dress? We're looking for her.
Did she have bandages wrapped around her wrists?
Yes, that's her. Did you...
Yeah!
Quick! After her!
That should keep him busy for a while. We thought you might have been long gone by now.
Oh, it's you two. Oh, you startled me there.
You can relax now. We threw those people looking for you off the trail.
Really? Thank you so much. Unfortunately... Uh-oh. Looks like there are some...
Huh? More of them?
No, wait, My My body isn't in the best shape. Okay, sounds good.
All right, let's move out.
Shipment of items.
We made it. Oh, they shouldn't be able to find us now. Wait! Stand down, Dia!
My lady, who are these two?
They're travelers that I met on the street just a moment ago.
I see. In that case, you two should
Wait a sec! Who the heck are you? And what—
I'm Miss Dunyarzad's bodyguard, here to see that she returns home safe. My lady, let's get going. You've been gone.
And if I refuse to go with you?
It'd be easier for the both of us if you cooperated. But if you insist on not going—
Hey! Dunyarzad already said—
Stay out of this. You don't understand. Sorry, my lady. Even though I'm your bodyguard, your parents are my employers.
How much?
Wait, what?
How much more do I have to pay you to become your employer? So you never listen to my parents ever—
My lady, this isn't about Mora. I don't know what you think of us Eremites, but let me say this. I like Mora, but I'll never go against my principles. That's why I'm here looking for you. Sure, it's an order from my employer, but my conscience was off. And knowing your health, carelessly running around like this is gonna hurt ya. For this—
No, you're wrong. I'm aware of my limits, and I know what I'm doing. And I know perfectly well that it makes no difference if I'm at home or— And every time I bring this up, they just change— Dia, I know it hasn't been easy for Mom because she saved me. The love I have for her is this. This is my life and my last chance. So—
My lady, are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
Fine. I won't ask you to return home anymore. But let me make something very clear. I'm only doing this because I respect your determination.
Thank you, Dia. Sorry for being so—
Don't worry about it, my lady. I did say that I like Mora. Today's little excursion caused such a ruckus that every single bodyguard at the estate was deployed. Since this definitely won't be your last escapade, here's a little tip. You should at least— So, I'll let you hire me, my lady. This way, everyone wins. As for the pay, let's say half of what your father pays me. We can settle the bill when—
Okay, deal.
Yay! Looks like they've reached an understanding.
I'm fine, really.
My lady, stop trying to look tough.
I'm sorry for worrying you two. If you don't mind—
Sure, after you rest up.
Ha! Well, if it isn't Dia, word on the street is that you're a bodyguard for the Homayani family.
Nah, you get used to it. How about a menu over here?
You got it, huh? Isn't this little Miss Homayani herself?
Thank you, sir, but there's no need. I don't have a lot of Mora on me, and I really ought to save as much as I can. But please bring these two the best food you have. They're my new friends, so I want to be a good host for them.
Yeah, we're already super grateful.
How about our charcoal-baked Agelenach cakes? They're our signature snack, and they run cheap. Look.
They look kind of burnt and dry. Paimon will pass. Hey, come on! Dunyarzad, we asked a lot of people when we first—
Well, remember when you asked me if I knew how to meet the Dendro Archon? Even though I don't know—
Huh?
Yes, it was when I was a child. I was stuck inside and couldn't make any— My younger self no longer— Then one night, at that moment, an ethereal voice spoke in my mind.
Dunyarzad, Don't be scared. You don't have to cry. Who are you? How do I explain this? You might not be able to understand. Really? Of course. I know that you're scared of thunder. That you hate taking medicine every morning. Wow, you're real Dinnersod. What? Huh? But aren't you a child? All children have wishes. And can you... Oh. I'm so... Then... Can you...
After that, the voice said, although my body was suffering during those days, that voice beyond my wind, once I finally made it through that bout of illness, I couldn't hear that voice, but I know that that voice wasn't a figment of my imagination. Yes, for sure. If it weren't for that voice, I would have never grown curious about the outside world. Nor would I... That voice sparked a desire for wisdom. I've been hoping for a chance to repay her...
What's the
It's Lesser Lord Kusanali's birthday, which was the day that she was... It's actually an old holiday that originally... I heard everyone was... But because of the academia, maybe they see Lesser Lord Kusanali's birth as confirmation of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's death. So the
Aww.
It is. It's sure the Greater Lord founded Sumeru, but hasn't Lesser Lord...
Just remember that we're still out in public. Don't get...
I know that people over by the Grand Bazaar still hold the subs, but recently, I gave her my savings...
Hold on. My lady, does this friend happen to be Nilu? The one who sends...
Yes, that's her.
I saw her leaving the other day with a nervous look on her face.
Yes. Initially, I didn't have much more prepared. So I've agreed with Nilu to meet up at the Grand Bazaar today.
Sure. That's quite the trip, though.
No, that would be too much.
You might as well just accept the lift. If I let you walk...
But of course. Nilu will be thrilled to hear there are more...
Why don't you join the Corps of 30?
Thanks, but I'll pass.
Sorry I'm late,
Oh, Dinnersod. It was taking you so long that Uh-oh. But if Dia's here, that means you got caught.
You could say that, but everything worked out.
Not completely.
Oh. And...
meet the Traveler and Paimon, my two newest friends.
So you're followers from another land? That's wonderful. You two absolutely... By the way, Dinnersod, we've already started decorating the...
You're very welcome. It's the only thing I could...
Probably? But don't sweat it.
Wow!
Not bad. Last time I was here, the
stairs were nothing. A little while ago, we discovered that the tree above the stage had a huge chunk of bark ready to fall off. We reported it to the academia many times, but they never sent anyone to deal with it.
Oh, probably because it was the theater.
The academia looks down on performers like us. We can't let that happen, though. Not only thank the Dendro Archon for Dunyarzad, but the more she gave us, we hired. The stage is going to be even prettier when it's festival time.
And I can't wait to...
Nilu, what are you
She'll be dancing the dance of Sub-Zeros.
Dunyarzad, have you told them the
I only told them about the Greater Lord and Lesser Lord.
Okay. Then I'll tell you too. According to legend, the Sub-Zeros festival was originally the goddess of flowers' birthdays a long, long time ago. On one of Greater Lord Rukkhadeva, some of the gods got drunk. One started playing music, and the Greater Lord started singing as she danced upon the grass. Those brilliant purple flowers became her dazzling stage. All the gods clamored. Oh, of course they did. When people mention the gods, they always think of the Archon War. Although they aren't around anymore, though we're just tiny people compared to the divine, we still have to do our best to make sure that the birthday girl feels loved on her special day.
Nilu, you of all people will definitely be able to convey our well wishes to the Dendro Archon. Yeah.
Thinking about the goddess, if my stage were anything like that, I'd be thrilled if I had just... So, Traveler in Paimon, what do you think?
All of Lesser Lord Kusanali's followers will be there for her birthday. It'll be a good...
Ooh, Paimon thinks that's a great idea! Hey, come on! There's nothing wrong with enjoying a festival.
So how about we all attend the Sub-Zeros festival together?
Dunyarzad, let me show you what everyone at the Grand Bazaar loves.
In that case, we'll take a look around.
Whoa! What's with your yellow hair? And did you know that the Sub-Zeros festival is about to happen? There'll be loads of fun.
Dancing at the Sub-Zeros festival. You know, I also danced when I was younger. As a child, I even asked my grandmother why we performed the dance for the Lesser Lord when it was originally done to honor the Greater Lord. My grandmother said that Greater Lord Rukkhadevata is a beloved deity and honored by all. And Lesser Lord Kusanali is too. The Sub-Zeros festival is...
Revamping the stage for the festival couldn't have been easy. I don't know much about the Grand Bazaar, but I do know that the residents here have a penchant for song and dance. Two things that the academia doesn't particularly approve of. Oh, and the perfume sold around here is a lot better than what you'll find elsewhere. The fragrance, that's what I've heard.
Things are really shaping up, and there's a buzz around the festival this year. We're expecting people from all over to come by. Don't be fooled into thinking that Sumeru City has the best of everything. And when it comes to musicians, dancers, or
Milu, your outfit looks amazing.
I thought I'd add a little extra pizzazz to my dress for the
Wow, did you sew all that yourself?
Uh-huh. Sewing is a fundamental skill for everyone in the theater company because we make all our own costumes. Did you know? I've noticed that you can...
May I?
Of course. The legends say...
Hey! Is that who Paimon thinks it is? It looks like... Catherine! think of it, Paimon's only ever seen her behind the counter at the Adventurers Guild. This is the first time we've ever seen her taking a break. Hey, Catherine!
Oh, hey! It's the Traveler.
Whoa! Break time Catherine sure sounds a lot less formal than usual. Paimon was...
Sure. Standing behind the counter at the Adventurers Guild doesn't require any complicated function, but saying and doing the same old things over and over again can get pretty monotonous. Like watching the same fontaine, but take you two, for example.
Well, we enjoy traveling across Teyvat and all that.
Yes, and you should keep searching. Sometimes...
Huh. Haven't we heard someone say something pretty similar recently?
No, not particularly. I guess you could say that I'm loving the reason.
Oh. Alright, we'll see you next time at the Adventurers Guild. Oh, by the way, thanks for connecting us with...
I'm sure you two will get along well with the people here. You've already been blessed by the element of Dendro, after all.
There's some...
Hey, Traveler.
Oh, hey, Dia.
I've got something to tell ya. My lady knows you're looking for ways to meet Lesser Lord Kusanali, and she's been trying to come up with a way to help you.
Are you serious?
It might not necessarily pan out, so don't get your hopes up too much. I'll need to take you to some... my lady is feeling a little worn out at the moment. Nilu's found a place.
Sounds like a plan. Let's head over to the Citadel of Rexar and wait for Dia.
This is the best stall. Sorry, I'm late. It took some convincing for the master and mistress to believe that Miss Dunyarzad was only sitting... Anyway, I guess I should be thanking you. I haven't seen Miss Dun...
You sure sound a whole lot nicer than when we first met, Dia.
It's called being a professional. I'm a bodyguard, and I work for whoever's paying.
Look, Dia's black.
Listen, you two. I don't expect to be working for Miss Dunyarzad very long, but I hope to finish things on a positive note if possible. Let's cut the chit-chat and head into the Citadel. We'll see if the... Oh, hey, Chief.
Ha, Dia! What are you doing here?
I take it you all know each other already?
Mm-hmm. We met this morning after the Adventurers Guild.
No kidding. Huh. So, where's Ruksha? I thought I'd help...
Ruksha's gone over to the Academia. The Grand Sage
Appreciate it, Chief.
Theft?
Just recently, the Academia lost something, and there's a chance the item is connected with the...
I suppose that's one way to look at it. Let me fill you in. The Academia recently sent a convoy. The Grand Sage took the whole matter very...
You two have heard of... The Academia's grip isn't long enough to reach all the way to...
Apparently what was... If you're interested, maybe you could head to Port Ormos and ask around yourselves.
Are you serious, Chief? All the Academia Count me out, and take it from me. If you two really do... There are even some extremists who go around shouting slogans like, retake Sumer...
You bet they are.
Not everyone's like you, Chief. Even the desert natives who abandoned their homes in the wilderness still wish to have a god of their own. Well, Traveler...
Thanks, Dia. Since we've gathered up...
Miss Dunyarzad is looking forward to seeing you both at the Sub-Zero... Good. Then we'll see you...
come and have a good look
Believe me.
Wow. Ooh, we know that. Paimon doesn't get it. Well.
Welcome.
Hi there. We would like to ask.
Of course. Especially around many people often talk about how hard it is to get a... Sure. You see over there? Those are students from the academia. They've been looking worried and miserable. If you ask me, the life...
It's no good. I've tried asking around, but I haven't been able to learn anything.
There's been a lot of fighting between the different Eremite factions in Port Ormos. If we choose to move on our own, then it would be wise to... Especially the group that's constantly shouting some stuff about King Deshret and some resurrection. I've even heard...
They're called Ain el Ahmar.
Wait, come again?
Don't you see? Many of the Eremites in Port Ormos, they're usually pretty wary of outsiders, but I've heard that...
Wait, did you say 500,000? If information alone costs that much, then how could we ever have...
I wouldn't worry too much. Our field of research is very...
Well, I guess that makes sense.
Whoa! Did you hear that? A niche... So, what's our plan? Wait, didn't you hear what they just said? Buying information is going to cost us 500,000 more? Oh, all right. This is the place we heard those students talking about.
Oh, you've arrived. Please, take a seat.
So, they think that they can go toe-to-toe with the boss? Huh! Once we reclaim the power of King Deshret, they'll be the first that the boss punish.
They're nothing to be afraid of. Our main rival now is the Caracal Battalion.
How can the Caracal Battalion compete with the boss when they're nothing but a bunch of money-grubbing opportunists out for a...
Yeah, with boss's fervent devotion.
Huh. All these guys talk about...
Greater Lord Ruka Devata. That traitor and her followers must not be spared. The day will come when King Deshret exacts vengeance on Sumeru, and all of them shall be punished.
Yeah, Paimon was wondering what they meant.
Huh? Who are you? What do you want? A traveler?
Now's probably not the time to talk about that. Didn't the students say Eremites are wary of outsiders?
A student? What's a student from Sumeru City doing in Port Ormos? Ah, well, if it's info you want, you've come to the right place. The question is, can you afford it?
Paimon can...
Here, this is the merchant's address. Whatever you're looking for, you'll find it there. Well, what are you waiting for?
Oh, that's right! We heard you mention King Deshret just now.
Fine. Since you've already handed over the Mora, I guess... As you can see, members of Ain el Ahmar are devout believers of King Deshret. Years ago, King Deshret founded the great desert nation that was our homeland. It was an King Deshret was the rightful god of wisdom, but he was betrayed by a companion he trusted. She even stripped him of his title, God...
So, you mean...
Greater Lord Ruka Devata, yes. That shameless wretch destroyed King Deshret's civilization, and our ancestors were forced to flee to this land where we were made to... Furthermore, she conspired with the academia to... But the story doesn't end there, oh no. Mark my words, our god... If what I'm saying makes you shiver with fear, it might not be too late for you to become a believer of King Deshret. I don't have anything to say to you academia people about that. I think this conversation...
Not just yet. This man is a fraud.
Huh?
You again? Deranged academia.
Yes, it's me again. I already warned you that if you weren't willing to sit and discuss things, listen to me. That address he gave you is fake. Or at least, you won't find a merge. Once you show up, they keep up the act until they have hard evidence that—
Hey! Shut it, Al-Haytham! What are you playing at?
I told you the other day. I wish to discuss my—
Ha! The boss made it—
Yes, and in no uncertain terms. But that was—
I'm warning you. Don't push us, or this could—
If you're suggesting that we escalate this, I will jeopardize the Eremite's reputation, which I know you value above all else. I am quite confident that if I began to take such action, your boss would willingly approach me himself. Also, a word of advice. I suggest you tell your boss exactly what happened.
What?
Consider this. Have I ever failed to follow through on—
This guy is really out of his mind.
Okay then. If you really have a death wish, let's meet a week from today. The pier in front of the Pharos Lighthouse, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, sharp. Don't expect us to hold back.
Not so fast. First, you return the 500,000 mora to them.
Please, I beg you, don't provoke them. We can't afford any trouble with this crowd. They haven't even paid for—
Mr. Iman. There appears to be fewer staff in the restaurant recently.
Someone
who chooses to do business with a group like that really can't afford to get so flustered the instant someone confronts them about it. Consider the meal compensation for our silence. I'd say you're getting an excellent deal.
Whoa, did you see that? He not only got a plus, he seems to know a... He went that way! After him! Right?
What do you want? No need for thanks. My goal was to get to them, and you two gave me just the opportunity I needed. Oh, I advise you to keep your distance from them, since they weren't able to make off with your mora in the end. All right. Goodbye.
Hold your horses! We still... Since you tore through their skin...
Who exactly are you two? And why a student? Right. Look, you should know that those thugs conducting business with you had nothing to do with your lie.
Huh? Oh, yeah! She's really strong!
She doesn't even have a vision. Forget it.
Maybe not, but she could still use elemental energy. Otherwise, there's no way we'd go asking for info from those hot-headed thugs are definitely gonna bring a lot of backup for your next...
All right, I accept. Got a pen and paper? We'll reconvene at the appointed time by the pier.
So, since you were
You were willing to part with 500... Okay. Well, if you truly are as skilled as you claim, look, if you've been making inquiries, then you have to know something by now. Tell me what you know so far, so I don't waste time.
We know it's connected to the academia somehow, and that not only do the Eremites...
You know almost everything there is to know, but you're unable to... This is what you've been looking for.
Huh? Paimon can't...
This is a knowledge capsule. To put it simply, it's a vessel that can store anyone who links it to their personal Akasha terminal instantly becomes privy to its contents. Correct. And
that's,
it's essentially they were created as a means for scholars to transfer knowledge gained from Irminsul into the Akasha, and are intended to be But despite strict regulations, some of these knowledge capsules will always escape destruction. Over the past... Meanwhile, well, I think that about sums it up. Oh, so that's your... With our current arrangement, I don't believe I can offer an answer. You're still resolved. Let's continue our conversation here. If you wish to learn more about the knowledge capsule that the Academia lost, then you must help. I need you to find someone named Dory, a traveling merchant. Unlike the peddlers who hawk inferior knowledge capsules, she often has quality goods in stock. She's guarded against people from the Academia because most of her wares don't comply with, I think she blacklisted. Become one of Dory's customers.
Why do you want us to?
Until you complete this task, you don't have. You two are outlanders who haven't been here for long, so Dory should view you as safe clients. I'll give you the informant's address. Beyond the password, though.
This is kind of nerve-wracking.
The true challenge begins after you meet her. She has a keen nose for Mora, and I'll prepare some funds for—
What?
That's true. Have you two heard of elemental sight? Oh? That's a surprise. Guess I'll have to hold you in higher regard. Anyway, here are 2 knowledge capsules. Tell me, can you detect any difference in their quality?
They...
Try inspecting them with element.
How'd it go? Did you see anything?
Rumor has it that higher quality knowledge capsules generally appear brighter when viewed through elemental sight. That's because knowledge originates from Irminsul, the root of Dendro power itself. However, some canned knowledge with a high concentration of elemental energy is of using elemental sight is merely a stopgap.
That sounds pretty impressive.
Here's a sheet with the informant's location and contact password, and here's don't be cheap. You'll need to spend to catch Dory's eye. If there's any more left over, just keep it. Oh, and be sure to exercise some caution. There have been Matra present in Port Ormos lately.
Matra?
They belong to the Academia's regulatory body. They also handle cases of illegal canned knowledge. The Matra are razor sharp. You're in for nothing good if they lock their sights onto you. If you two want to back out. Okay, then we...
Looking at what Al-Haytham wrote, Dory's informant is a trader near Old Ormos. Let's follow these instructions and try to get in contact with him.
Hello. What are you two looking to buy?
Wait, are you sure you're remembering that right? Paimon doesn't think it was that on the paper.
What a unique palate. We have unripe hara fruits, but we usually keep them...
Following the paper got us past the first round.
Ronak, these two want...
Got it. You two, please follow me. You two have a fascinating fashion sense. We haven't seen a customer wearing a Sumeru rose for quite some time.
Hold on. Let me think. Sumeru rose means common merch.
The best maintenance.
No. Look again. We're obviously wearing morning hours.
Ah, my mistake. I do apologize.
Whew. That pop quiz sure was scary.
The warehouse is up ahead. Please follow me. Before I retrieve your products, I need to confirm a few. Please forgive me, but we may not have sufficient stock for you today. Earlier, many of our hara fruits were taken by mice. Thanks. If better goods come in, you look like you have some skill. Why don't I pick out some fruits that'll make you dizzy?
No, that's not it. The paper said that heat stroke is the answer.
I'm sorry.
He's cautious of us. Let's take a...
Before I retrieve your please forgive me, but we may not have sufficient stock for you today. Earlier, many of our hara fruits were taken by mice. Thanks. If better good, you look like you have some skill. Why don't I pick out some fruits that'll make you dizzy?
Yep, that's the right answer. But eating hara fruit...
Would you like your hara fruits to be packaged in the Sumeru City or Port Ormos style? I'm guessing that you're going for a more traditional package.
Wait a sec. Sumeru City style means we're only buying a few things. He won't... He's cautious of us. Let's take a clook.
Before I retrieve your please forgive me, but we may not have sufficient stock for you today. Earlier, many of our hara fruits were taken by mice. That you look like you have some... out some fruits that'll make you dizzy.
Yep, that's the right answer. But eating hara...
fruits to be packaged in the Sumeru City or Ormos style. Wow, you two sure are generous customers. We'll be sure to package... Okay, everything has been confirmed. Miss Dory is waiting for you. Run!
What? Where? I'll hate them said we're done for if they catch... We don't know this area, so let's follow that informant. Look, he's over there! Hey! If you're hiding from the rich, come here! Oh, that voice came from behind...
Here, over here. You can stop running now.
So you were the one who was calling out to us just now. But, are we definitely gonna be safe?
These two good customers wish to buy some hara fruit, Miss Dory. And if there's nothing...
Oh, very good.
Huh? Wait, you're Dory?
Hey, what are you trying to say, Princess Pea-Brain? I can be scary enough when I need to be, believe you, but it seems you two have actually done pretty well so far. Not only did you manage to find the informant, your reactions were also pretty sharp.
Paimon's not sure if that's supposed...
I can't risk doing business with people who start huffing and puffing after just a few paces, no matter how much more they might have. Not only will they get caught by them, so that's why I prefer to... It's your first time here, but don't worry. I won't... As long as you have lots of round, shiny Mora, then we're... Yes, of course.
Wow, she has a trove of canned knowledge. Whew.
What kind of products do you seek, my dear customer? Take this one, for example. An analysis of the sociology. With this one, you can be. Ooh, now 2 million Mora. Whoa! That's a lot! Of course, you are free to pick whatever you're.
Alright, let's try the method that Al-Haytham mentioned.
We'll take these, please. My, oh my. You are blessed with a taste. Listen, I have a special offer for you two. If you spend...
Say what now? Hey, did you hear that? Spend another 100K and we get a capsule worth a whole million! But all the canned knowledge we just bought is easily worth... Think about it. We've gone to... Aren't you even the least bit curious about how this whole canned knowledge thing works? We're talking instant knowledge here. Don't you want to try it yourself? Come on, come on. We still have around 100,000 of Al-Haytham's Mora left. So let's put it to good use by finding something useful.
Excellent. Then please...
Hold on a second. Paimon thought we could choose...
Oh, but my dear customer, the knowledge cap...
Oh, Paimon has a bad feeling about this. Let's use Elemental Sight again to... So, what did you see? So, they're all worth about the same amount? Well, anyway, the Mora's already been spent, so let's at least try to find something useful. Let Paimon take a look here. An introduction to traditional Sumeru brewing techniques. Not sure we'd ever find volumes 1 through 7, but at least this... Dory, we'll take this...
All right, fair.
Our dealings with Dory went smoothly enough. Let's head to Wakala Funduk and meet up with Al-Haytham. Hopefully now he'll finally tell us about what the Academia locked.
Useless.
Ha, you two made it.
Whoa, there's so many people from the Academia here. Why would you pick this place as our meetup spot?
Well, Wakela Funduk is under the Academia's control, so naturally the Academia has people...
You're a pretty daring...
Relax. No one here is interested in anything we say, and the Matcher won't come here.
Okay, we did what you asked. So, can you tell us about the knowledge...
Before that, I have to ask. Why are you two so intent on tracking it down? You don't have to answer, of course.
Yeah, she just wants to meet the God of Wisdom and ask her about something important. Like when we heard that the Academia had lost something that might be related to the God?
In that case, you're on the right track. A short while ago, the Academia lost a knowledge capsule in the desert.
Wow, there's really such a thing as that? Hey, if we find it, do you think we could...
I highly doubt it has any mystical properties, but it does indeed exist.
So, where exactly?
That's what we need to find out next. I won't deny that. I am investigating because I'm curious. As you know, the Eremites in Port Ormos also have their eyes on. Several brigades have been vying for ownership of it as of my personal finance. I agreed to forego ownership of the... However, there are those who are less amenable to negotiation. They adamantly...
So you kept hounding them because they were...
Yes. Ain al-Ahmar isn't exactly wealthy, but its members are... So, I've been sabotaging their business to force the divine knowledge capsule to ensure the caps... Unless I know whose Dory is the most...
In other words, you wanted us to befriend Dory so you could find...
Yes, you can... The day after... If I get the opportunity to study the divine knowledge capsule, I will relay my findings to you. Will that suffice as compensation? Okay. Then
Alhaitham, before you go, we actually bought a knowledge...
you two want to try using a knowledge caps? Doing so right under the Academia's nose.
Useless.
This cursed scholars have ruined all.
All right. This place works.
Here.
Sword fighting techniques 8. Huh. A combat class knowledge capsule.
Really? Ah, yeah, what a great buy!
If you want to determine the efficacy of this capsule, I can evaluate your combat ability. However, we can conduct a controlled experiment where you fight 2 battles. While you fight, we can use an Akasha terminal to... There may be variances...
Wow! Alhaitham! Paimon's curious about something, though. You definitely weren't one of those students who needed canned knowledge to graduate from the academia.
When you are unable to understand a researcher's actions, most cases can be attributed to cure...
Sounds like you're trying...
All right, let's begin the test. All right. I'll link your Akasha to... The next step is to hold it in your hand. I'll help you
Hey, how are you feeling? You mean that it worked?
All right. Time for round 2.
No touching!
Now, I'll start recording...
Alhaitham, how's it going?
Well, the knowledge capsule you purchased did improve her combat capability.
Wait, how much? Dory's such a jerk! She totally skipped...
Of course, this could be because she is so powerful that the capsule's At the very least, this test allowed me to gain more insight into you two. Our deal I'm heading back to California.
damned will sooner die again than lay a hand on me.
Let's see Dory today and ask her about where the divine knowledge capsule is.
Welcome back, my loyal patrons. What can I do for you this time? You name it. Canned knowledge, supplies, or anything else you need. I'll find a way to get it.
Can you really get us anything we want? Anything at all?
Aha! So it appears that canned knowledge alone is no longer sufficient for your opulent appetite. Then please oblige me. Oh! I knew customers with pockets as deep as yours. But you know, that kind of information, after all, I had to work really hard to weasel my way into the auction.
But how can we be sure your information is accurate?
Because to me, anything of value is as for the information's authenticity. Well, you've no need to worry about that. I used a camera to take a picture of the transaction. That one. It's always a pleasure doing business with such sterling patrons. Now that you've paid in full, here's the scoop.
Ein El Ahmar?
Ah, so you're all right. The group has done everything in their power to obtain the divine knowledge. That divine knowledge. The capsule is clearly visible in the picture I took.
Thanks for the info, Dory.
Please, it's my pleasure.
Well, we figured out where the divine knowledge capsule is. It turns out it ended up in the hands of Ein El Ahmar. Let's head back and talk to Al Haytham.
Trust me, I'll find you the perfect color.
Al Haytham, we got the info you wanted.
Really? All right. Let's hear it.
Dory even gave us evidence to verify the intel.
Look at that. Clear as day. It must have taken some guts just to infiltrate the scene of the Eremites' trend. All right. The person in this picture is indeed Misery, the leader of... In which case, if we play our cards right, when we can...
At first, Paimon didn't get why you were provoking these Ein El Ahmar guys. But now, it sort of makes sense. After we defeat them, we can finally have a serious talk with their...
Thank you for your time and efforts. Take a few days off while I make some preparations. Let's meet up again on the after... See you then.
Al Haytham sure is taking his time. Where could he be? Oh, there he is.
Sorry to keep you waiting. Let's head to the pier in front of Pharos Lighthouse.
Yep, look.
I thought Sumeru would be different, but nope, everywhere's the same.
I didn't do anything, so why am I constantly being watched?
Those memories.
Sumeru would be
So
different.
dark.
Nope, everywhere's the same.
I didn't do anything. So why am I constantly being watched?
Useless. Boring.
Alhaitham. I knew you were crazy, but I didn't know you were crazy enough to actually show up.
It was I who demanded that these negotiations take place. This is turning into quite an occasion.
Back up. Aren't you the brat from the restaurant the other day? You've come to support this lunatic because he helped you out? Fine, I'm not going to mince my words. Once we're done with you, you'll be nothing more than fish food. Get 'em, boys!
Uh-oh, here they come. Good luck, you two.
That's close enough.
I'll catch up.
Lament! Where do you think you're going?
Worthless!
Academia scum! Boss! Finally! Did you use it? Great! Now we can... Boss? Boss! What's wrong?
What happened to him?
We have to cut his Akasha connection, now.
Target acquired! Arrest him! Do not impede our work. Is that understood, Alhaitham?
Of course. I was only trying to help.
Take him away!
World, forget me.
What in Tibet just happened?
It looks like he used the Divine Knowledge Capsule.
You mean the Divine Knowledge Capsule did that to him? Oh, yeah. You mean how some researchers go insane?
I've heard of numerous incidents of researchers in Satyavada. This Divine Knowledge Capsule does appear to be linked. Did you hear what he said? World, forget me. What could that possibly mean?
If the mantra took him away, then that means the Academia got the Divine Knowledge. Still, Paimon didn't expect the divine knowledge cap.
As things stand, there is no reason for me to remain in Port Ormos.
Oh, we were so busy trying to find the divine knowledge capsule that Paimon forgot to ask you something. Since you're a
Truthfully, I don't. Lesser Lord Kusanali appears to exist outside. Moreover, since the Academia possesses the Akasha, a symbol of our deity's wisdom, scholars have no... I'm heading back to the Academia. How...
It's almost the day of the Sub-Zero's festival. Maybe we should head back too. We've been rushed off our feet over the past few days, so maybe a little rest and relaxation will do us good. Then we'll part ways here, Alhaitham, until we meet
again. Now, do I deal with this thing first? Or should I produce the report that the higher-ups require?